Okay, let's dive right in. I want you to forget everything you think you know about your computer. Because by 2026, the battle for the future of the PC is going to be raging. And it's not just about raw speed anymore. No, it's about intelligence, specifically on-device artificial intelligence. And the two heavyweights, Intel and AMD, are about to go toe-to-toe in a huge way.
You know, for years, AI meant one thing, sending your data to some giant server farm in the cloud. But that whole model, it's starting to crack. So why is that? Well, it comes down to two massive problems. One, that frustrating network lag that can leave you waiting. And two, this is the big one, major privacy risks. I mean, do you really want your company's most sensitive information getting processed on somebody else's server?
And that right there brings us to the revolution, on-device AI. This is the whole ballgame. We're talking about running sophisticated AI assistants, image generators, you name it, right on your own machine. No internet connection needed. This is the new frontier, and it has a name, the AI PC.
So how are the big players gearing up for this fight? Let's start with Team Blue. Intel's answer is their Core Ultra 200K Plus series, and their philosophy is, well, pretty straightforward. Bigger is better. They're betting on a brute force approach, basically believing that sheer raw power is going to win this war.
Now, this is where it gets really cool. Intel's big play isn't just about faster cores. Their secret weapon is something called an L4 cache, a huge layer of ultra-fast memory that's literally stacked right on top of the processor. Think of it like a VIP lounge for data, sitting right next to the CPU.
And when I say massive, I am not kidding. We are talking 128 megabytes. For AI models that are constantly hungry for data, having that much super-fast memory right there on the chip, it's a potential game changer. It means the chip doesn't have to go all the way out to the slower system RAM nearly as often.
And just look at the difference this makes. Getting data from your standard RAM takes about 100 nanoseconds. But from that special L4 cache, we're talking around 20 nanoseconds. That is 5 times faster. When an AI is doing its thing, that tiny time difference, multiplied by billions of calculations, becomes absolutely enormous.
Okay, so that's Intel's game plan. But what about Team Red? How are they countering? Well, AMD is taking a completely different path with its Ryzen AI Pro 400 series, a much more specialized approach.
See, instead of a giant cache, AMD has put all its chips, pun intended, on its NPU, or Neural Processing Unit. Now, the key thing to understand here is that this isn't a general-purpose tool. The NPU is like a hyper-specialized AI calculator. It's designed from the ground up to do one thing and do it incredibly well: run AI math.
And just how powerful is this little specialized brain? Well, get ready for this number. It's rated at an incredible 60 TOPS. That stands for trillions of operations per second. To even try and wrap your head around that, imagine every single person in a city like London solving a complex math problem every single second. It's a staggering amount of dedicated AI power for a chip in your laptop.
So, what can you actually do with 60 TOPS? Well, running just one pretty good AI model might need around 15 TOPS. As you can see here, AMD's NPU has enough horsepower to juggle multiple complex AI tasks all at the same time. You could have one AI summarizing your emails while another one is touching up your video call in real time, all without your laptop even breaking a sweat.
And there you have it. This is the heart of the conflict. On one side, you've got Intel betting on raw speed with its huge cache, just feeding the CPU monster as fast as possible. And on the other, you've got AMD betting on hyper-efficiency with its specialized 60 TOPS NPU. Two totally different paths to the exact same destination: powerful AI on your PC.
But hold on, because the winner here won't be decided by tech specs alone. No, there are some really powerful forces working behind the scenes that are shaping this entire market.
Here's a factor most people never see. Both Intel and AMD have to rely on the same manufacturer, TSMC, for their most advanced chips. And the problem? The new 3nm process is incredibly hard to get right. We're talking an 80% yield rate, which means 1 out of every 5 chips they make is basically garbage. This drives up the cost for everyone and directly hits the price you're going to pay.
So you might be wondering, why are these companies sinking billions of dollars into such a risky technology? It all comes down to one powerful driving idea. See, the real prize in this war isn't just everyday consumers. It's the massive enterprise market. Businesses are absolutely desperate for secure AI.
And here's why this is such a big deal. Think about companies in law, finance, healthcare. They simply cannot send their confidential client data to cloud servers. The privacy, legal, and compliance risks are just too high.
On-device AI solves all of that. Plus, it gets rid of those expensive monthly cloud subscription fees and kills network lag. This is a multi-billion-dollar shift happening right now.
You know, there's another really subtle but super important trend happening here. Both Intel and AMD are slowly but surely moving towards the kind of unified memory architecture that Apple really made famous with its M1 chips. Intel's L4 cache is kind of acting like a shared pool, while AMD is cranking up the connection between its NPU and the main system RAM. The end goal for everyone is clear: a future where the CPU, GPU, and NPU all share one giant, super fast pool of memory. This isn't just a trend, it's the future.
Okay, so with all of that on the table, the different strategies, the market forces, what does this all actually mean for you? For the next computer you end up buying. Let's break it down and call some winners. All right, here's the final scorecard. For those business laptops where battery life is everything, AMD's super efficient NPU is the clear winner. It's just going to sip power while running AI tasks. But for high-end desktops doing really heavy lifting, a mix of intense CPU work and AI, Intel's massive L4 cache gives it a raw power advantage. And for the pure gamers out there, honestly, it's pretty much a tie for now. On-device AI doesn't really move the needle for gaming performance yet because games still rely almost entirely on your big, dedicated graphics card.
So the real takeaway here is this: the race is on, and the very definition of a PC is changing right before our eyes. Picking your next processor isn't just about benchmarks anymore. It's a strategic decision about how you're going to work and create in this new AI-powered world. Your next PC won't just be faster, it's going to be smarter. The only question is, are you ready for it?